mi members de la familia. Mi nombre es Amara Udago. Son bienvenidos de nuevo a mi canal. And to my English subscribers, hello family members. My name is Amara Udago and you're welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm originally from Nigeria and I bring to you content based on how you can obtain your visas, immigration news, and how you can live your best life right here in España. If you think you're related to that kind of content, please do well to consider subscribing by pressing the red subscribe button down below. Turn on your bell notifications so whenever I post, you'll be the first to get notified. Liking this video if you like my kind of content, sharing this content to other people who you think may need problem solving videos like this, and leaving your thoughts on the said topic or suggestions of subsequent videos you would like to see here on this channel. Disclaimer: I am not an immigration lawyer, neither am I a recruiter. This video is brought to you from my own personal research, so do well to do your research before you take that next step. Without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So in today's video, it's going to be a short one, guys. Just stay with me, watch to the very end, because today I'm going to be telling you few secrets about appealing that no one will tell you. So guys, you know that on my channel I talk to you guys about how to obtain your visas. That's number one thing I talk about. And in this way, I've been able to help a lot of students come from different parts of country into Spain. Yes, I have had to appeal or encourage my subscribers or members to appeal. Guys, I would like to inform you today about how important appealing is. Some people don't get it. Yes, I want to tell you, some of you don't get it. Why do I say this? I say this because when you're applying for visa, you have put all the requirements that were asked of you, and you go and submit this visa and you get rejected. You don't see the reason why you got rejected in the first place. You might be angry, you might throw tantrum, you might start living in denial of these people don't know what they are doing and all those good stuff. It is good to go through those phases of grief. But let me tell you, stay with me. You need to come back to yourself, get yourself together and think of the next step forward. That always has to be your goal. Don't sit down there and throw a pity party. I want to advise you guys. I'm not saying this from a judgmental aspect because I have been denied 2 times, Schengen especially, and I did not appeal. Okay, I think once I appealed. Once I appealed. But the first time, I didn't bother appealing. I was not even interested. Guys, not appealing is a big mistake. Whenever you get rejected, number one you have to consider is that you've spent time trying to get that visa, you've spent money trying to get that visa, you've spent resources trying to get that visa. Do you want everything to just go down the drain like that? I don't think so. So I don't see a reason why you should not appeal in the first place, because for you to have put yourself together to come and get your visa, it means that you had a goal. You had something you wanted to achieve in that country you're going to. So why do you want to throw away that dream? Why do you want to throw away that vision? It's not the right way to go. So this is me campaigning on you should always give yourself another chance. And of course, the embassy even gave you the chance to appeal. You have that opportunity. Once you're being denied, they will give you a letter and tell you that you have a window of either 1 month or 2 months for you to appeal. And once that time elapses, you will not be able to appeal. Most times, the embassy would give everybody who is rejected a generic rejection. What do I mean by generic rejection? They will give you a rejection that states, I'm going to put it on the screen. Usually that's what everybody's rejection letter carries. How the veracity, this is for Spanish embassy, the veracity of the reason for visit is not proven. Something like that, something around that. And people get angry. They say, oh, I saw somebody else's rejection letter and it's the same thing. They didn't even specify why they are rejecting me. Please don't let that discourage you. They have their reasons. Even just be that the person was not even in a good mood that day, and he's suspecting that, oh, you should not be here because you were not able to show strong ties. You were not able to prove that this money in your account I didn't see where this money came from. Like the money is a lot. It should be able to help you study, but I'm suspecting that this money, maybe you borrowed it or something. I didn't see how the money came about. It might be just be that. It's now you who is the individual that will prove to them why they should trust you. Quell the doubt. Quell that doubt. The first thing I will advise you if you want to appeal is take out time to study what you submitted. Let us leave this idea that people will come and say, I submitted everything is perfect, there is nothing wrong with my application. No, please. Because if there's nothing wrong with your application, you would have been given your visa. So that means there's something wrong with that application. So that is why you're given a chance to appeal. So now let's leave that part of nothing is wrong, because there's definitely something wrong. You have to be able to quell their doubts. So this doubt might be maybe from your proof of funds, maybe it's from no strong ties. Maybe it's just the fact that you are single. Being single might be a big issue for somebody who is traveling for the first time. Maybe you've never been to any country, you're using a virgin passport to come for this visa, and your proof of funds is not substantial. The amount there is not substantial for you to come for this study. It can be anything, guys. It can be anything. And this will now arouse a doubt in their mind that this person might not come back. This person might just be going just to jackpot. That's the word we use in my country. Just to relocate. The person doesn't have any plan of coming back. This is when you have to sit down and now re-strategize. Bring up proofs of things that will tie you back to your home country. I've always been saying this in all my videos. It's so important. Things like the work you do, things like the business that you own, things like even if you're a entrepreneur, please bring up proof. Proof of being an entrepreneur has to be your registered business, an account that matches your business name, and tax identification clearance. All these things will show that you are an entrepreneur. If you're somebody who is working under another person, you have to bring your appointment letter, leave letter, and you bring your pay slips. This shows that you are affiliated to this company. If you are, what else can you be? You're just a student who is coming. You don't have any means of livelihood yet. That means you should have a sponsor. You cannot say you're a student, you don't have means of livelihood, and yet you have 12 million in your account sitting pretty. How did that money come about? I'm not hearing you. Like, I asked a question. How did the money come about? In this kind of situation, you should not put that kind of money in your account, because definitely it will arouse doubts. And if it arouses doubts, you will definitely not get a visa. So in this case, you should get a sponsor. Get somebody who would sponsor you. The person has to be a business, maybe own a business, or a private individual who is capable of funding your trip and your study for 4 years. Remember that this sponsorship would have to come with proof of funds for 6 months and also a sponsorship letter. Any sponsor who is not ready to attach sponsorship letter, it will not fly. So look for somebody who can attach sponsorship letter. In case you have this problem and you need the templates for, to help you with the best kind of sponsorship letter, please do well to reach out to me using my details up on this video. So guys, going on further, these are the 3 ways you can show a strong tie. But there are other ways you can also show a strong tie. Even after putting that you're working in this company and stuff, it might not be enough to prove that you have strong tie. If you're married, you definitely should be putting your marriage certificate and your child or children's birth certificate. Don't say, oh, I don't have time to go and legalize, to go and authenticate, to go and do this with my marriage certificate. Start on time. That is why I'm making this video. Start on time to legalize and authenticate all the other supporting documents from your child's birth certificate or children, as the case may be, and your marriage certificate, because this proves that you have strong ties, and strong tie alone can make them not give you visa. So yes, after you've proved all that, if you are not able to prove it in your first application, no problem. Now that you want to appeal, you need to change your circumstance before you reapply. You need to change your circumstance. And what do? We now have to go and get that our marriage certificate. We have to go and get that landed property documents. We have to go and get children's birth certificate. Firstly, you authenticate from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs before you bring it to the embassy, because you cannot bring it to the embassy without authentication. Once you have been able to attach all these things, you will need now, because you know we are appealing, you will need now to write an appeal letter. I think this appeal letter, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to summarize what should be in that appeal letter, but I'm going to dedicate a video to tell you how to write the best kind of appeal letter that would definitely get the embassy to change their mind positively towards you. So yes, in this appeal letter, you need to tell them a little bit about yourself, why you were rejected, the reason they wrote why you were rejected, then your reason for coming to Spain, and now with strong arguments, try and get them to change their minds on why they made a mistake refusing you a visa in the very first place. This letter has to be a letter that when somebody is reading it, the person will know that you are confident and that you know what you're talking about. So this is not a letter where you'll be using I don't know, not being sure, not being assertive, and all those good stuff. You need to be assertive in this letter. You need to show that you're speaking from a place of confidence. Do you get? So yes, you're going to write this letter, be able to tell them why they need to hurry and change their verdict to give you that visa. You're also going to state in this letter that you don't have any criminal record, and you are planning to go there to study and come back. Reiterate this fact that you want to go, learn, and come back. Because most times why they reject people is that they feel you don't have any plans of coming back. So keep reiterating the fact that you want to go there, study, and come back. And these are the things you're coming back to. This is the reason why you're not going to go there and just not come back. You have to stay. Don't just say, I'm going to go there and come back. Okay, what are you coming back to? What are the things that will bring you back no matter what? State it in that letter and conclude by telling them you don't have any criminal record, you're a law-abiding citizen of your country and you plan to remain so, and that you have invested so much into this process of getting visa, you don't want your dreams to be cut short. So after you finish writing this thing, you sign it and send it across to the embassy. So once you're able to do this, guys, you definitely would have been able to change your circumstance. And you will be given that visa no matter what. Remember, I said no matter what. If you need help, maybe you went to the embassy, Spanish embassy, Schengen, any kind of embassy you went to that is Schengen, and you got rejected, and you don't know how to go about your rejection. You don't know whether you should appeal, reapply. You don't know. And if you want to appeal, I mean to say, you don't know how to go about it, reach out to me on my IG handle at amara_dago, or send an email. You see my details up on here. I will be helping you to lead you by the hand and tell you step-by-step details on how you should, do everything you need to do. In fact, I will go through your documents, what you submitted before, and after we finish looking at it, we'll know why you were rejected. I'll help you to now reorganize your documents, add supporting documents, and help you to draft in fact, very convincing appeal letter. You're going to be doing the drafting yourself, but at least I'll give you pointers to use that will make any Schengen embassy change their mind and give you that visa. Yes, you may need help in one or two places, but if you have the right support, you will definitely be able to achieve this. So whenever you get a rejection, please and please do not just give up all at once or say they don't want to give me, it's not God's will. Some people will not get all sentimental and say it's not the will of God for me to go to this country to study. Let me just leave, forget about this dream and focus on other things. Who told you it's not the will of God? I have people that I've helped to do appeals, and they gave them visa after the appeal. I have students that I've actually helped, and they were given visa. So guys, this is not something you need to think about too much. You have been given one more chance to make the embassy change their mind, and there is no reason why you should not take your chance. Sometimes the embassy, they will just want to deny you visa. They will just deny you that visa, not because they have like a particular reason why you were denied, but sometimes they deny you that visa to see if this your aim or ambition of coming to that country is real. They want to test and see if it's real. So by the time they deny you the visa, you now sit back and relax, and you'll be like, oh, no need, let me go and do other things. They'll just be like, oh, this person is not really interested. This thing that she or he quoted that's the purpose of bringing them here is not really a valid purpose. They're not serious. But when you appeal, it shows that, oh, you are serious. It shows that, oh, you're not giving up anytime soon. It shows that you're dogged. It shows that you're resilient. These are some of the factors that this appealing will show. It shows that you're not ready to give up so easily. So yes, appeal is a must. Do your own bits, then you leave the rest for the embassy to handle. You cannot just sit down and relax and say, I don't want to appeal, there's no reason for me to appeal. No, there are many reasons why you should appeal, because you took the first step by going to apply in the first place. So why not? If you've wasted that time, resources and everything, you should see through to the end. But I'm not just telling you this to encourage you to just be appealing anyhow. Please, oh, that is not what I'm saying. Once your circumstance remains the same, no need to stress yourself. Please. Appealing is very important if you're certain that everything you submit. I know a lot of people say they are certain, but most 99% of the time, they're not certain. But if you're really certain that you have, why should I be denied? Like, I've gone to this country before, I've gone to America, I've gone to Canada, went there and came back, why should I be denied? Then you have a ground to appeal. Don't appeal without reason, don't appeal without clue of where you're going to, please. I know people that will just be appealing anyhow. They will appeal without even doing like a good research on why they were refused. They will appeal anyhow and they will still get the same results. So this is not what I'm preaching here. Take out this secret of how to have the best appeal that will guarantee you 100% results of getting that visa. If you need help, I'm always here. Do well to help me to spread this information across to other people who you think may need this video. It's very important because I know that in one or two occasions, a lot of people would have gotten rejected. Remember that I work with authorized translators and I can bring that service to you if you need to translate your document from English to Spanish. So guys, reach out to me using my details above. Thank you very much for joining me on this video. I hope and I pray that one person or two have gained a lot out of this video. So leave down in the comment section if you have questions, and thank you. Before you leave this video, remember, do not be a stranger. Binge another of my contents that will be of interest to you down in the description box. Hasta luego.